What's up, everybody? I'm Andy Lamb, and welcome back to Rolling Through Adversity. On today's video, we will be dealing with doctors, talking about some of the doctors I've had, the good, the bad, the ugly. And by the end of the video, we'll find out why they call it practicing medicine. Now, this first story happened when I was about 7 or 8 years old. A very pompous doctor walks into the office, looks at my chart, looks back at me, looks at my chart, looks at my mom, and makes this dumb statement. "Your son does not look like he has cerebral palsy. Are you sure he does?" Now, while he was talking to my mother, because I loved to try and get a laugh out of people, curled up my arms really, really tight, waved my body around and started to drool and said, "Do I now, Doc?" Now, I didn't do this to insult anyone or make fun of anyone that is in that situation. My point was that just because we have the same diagnosis does not mean we have the same look or attributes or problem. Just like everyone else, we're all different, we're all unique, and people need to understand that. Now, this doctor was ticked. He went cold and stone-faced and stormed out of the room for a minute. The nurse, however, laughed. And by the end of the appointment, I did my Elvis impersonation that I used to do when I was little for the nursing staff. And the next day, they called my mom and said, "Mrs. Lamb, we love your son. Can Andy please come back to our office today?" Now, because I had school, I couldn't, but I made an impact. I was memorable to those nurses and created a relationship for future visits. Now, on the good side of doctors, I would love to take this time to thank the doctors at Shriners Hospital for Children in Salt Lake City, Utah. They deal with orthopedic surgery, and I've had 9 surgeries there from the time I was 13 to 18. They are some of the most genuine, caring doctors out there. They take their time to explain the problems to the patient, looking at me because I'm old enough to understand what the doctors are going to do, instead of looking at my parents. Just because I'm disabled doesn't mean I'm intellectually impaired. It was really the first hospital that didn't feel like a hospital. So I think the message that I have in this video is there are some amazing doctors that go out of their way to explain things to help you understand your condition, that try to understand you as a person. And then there are those doctors that just want you to get in and out and aren't very educated on certain situations. They may have book smarts, but they definitely don't have street smarts. That's why they call it practicing medicine. Some need more practice than others. Anyway, I hope you found this video entertaining, and I will get back to you next Friday for a new installment. Thank you, guys. Don't forget, I'm Andy, I'm awesome, and you are too. Thanks again, and have a great day.